Daily Broadside, day 546. I'm in the process of rearranging things in let's say, my driveway. Getting rid of some stuff, getting some new stuff. I'm making room because I have too much. By the way, I've already cut myself on blood thinners. It does bleed a lot more. I'm too rough on myself. I'm telling you, I can't not bleed. I gotta bleed every day. Man, anyway. So I sold my 23-foot enclosed trailer yesterday. That was pretty easy. But I'm quietly selling my Cobra just because I don't drive it and I don't really need it right now. And I'm so sick. I loathe selling stuff. It's so annoying. It'd be so nice if I just had friends who wanted my stuff and I could just sell it to them. I give them a hell of a deal and they can just ride off into the sunset with it because, God, the lowballing, trades. I mean, dude, if I'm selling a Mustang Cobra, what the hell do I want a Polaris side-by-side for? I mean, what? If I wanted one of those, I'd go out and buy one. But I don't want one. They're stupid. I'm not saying they're stupid. They're stupid for me. I don't have any use for one whatsoever. If you want to ride one and register it on the road, good luck not getting in a wreck because that's really going to hurt. But, plus they sound dumb and they're all automatic. I don't like that. I'm against it from the beginning. But somebody offered me the other day, they wanted to trade a Corvette. And it just so happened it was the exact same year Corvette, except it wasn't a Z06 like mine. It was a base. And I'm like, that's what I need. I need a lesser Corvette of the exact same year. And you put in there no trades. I don't want to trade anything. I'm downsizing. I want to get rid of this thing because I'm not really downsizing because I'm kind of trading for something else, or I'm going to go get other stuff. But anyway, I need the space. I've got a heavy-duty 10,000-pound trailer that I'm having built that should be ready in a couple weeks that I got to go pick up. And, so it's just such I hate people. I really do. Selling stuff is one of the worst. You could sell something for $30,000 and people will be, the first day, be like, I'll give you 11, and I'm like, you can take the 11 and shove it straight up your ass, because if I wanted to buy, or if I wanted to sell for 11, I would have priced it at 13. I mean, it's just so stupid, and you'd be like, I had a guy today tell me, that it's only worth this much. And I was like, and it was like 8,000 less than what I was asking. And I was like, well, good luck. I tell you what, I said, you go find one in the exact same condition, with 15,000 original miles, not a scratch on it, never seen rain, sleet, or snow, just immaculate condition. And you go buy one for that price and I'll give you mine for free, because it doesn't exist. It's just people. I've harped on this enough. It just pisses me off. A buddy of mine just came by in the last hour, and he has bought a new R1. Now, I find it weird when people buy 1,000cc bikes, because a 600, even a 750, that's kind of pushing it. But a 600 will just do so many more things than 1,000. If you can't push a 600 to its limit, you're never going to find the end of 1,000. I mean, you can go like 100 miles an hour in first gear. It's insane. For a 480-some pound motorcycle, I took that thing up the road, and the whole time I'm like, this is why I ride cruisers, because this is just death waiting to happen. It is insane how fast these bikes go these days. I mean, that thing has like I think he said it had like 190 some horsepower, 180, something like that. It goes like 185, 186, something like that. But I didn't get anywhere near that. But dear God, man, I mean, you don't even need to shift. It's insane, the gear ratios. But it's astounding. And I'm not saying they should put a limit on horsepower or speed or anything like that, even though you can only go 65, 70 on the highway. It's just remarkable what they will sell you and let you legally walk out the door with like no experience whatsoever. I mean, you can go get your license and go buy 1,000cc bike and wrap yourself around a bridge abutment by noon. It's crazy, but they'll let you do it, But yeah, he can have that crap. It's fun. It's like rocket fun. But that's just too much insane power that you're just tempted to use. And that's not a good thing. I took that thing out on the highway and I brought it right the hell back. So anyway, I had to dig out my sport bike helmet too. I had to find it in the garage or in the basement, because I wasn't going to share a helmet with another dude. That wasn't really cool. I was watching a TV show last night from the 70s, and I noticed something about 70s clothing. Is everything that like dudes wore in the 70s was basically like they walked into a store and they're like, I need something tight that's going to show off my balls and my nipples. And then the ladies walk in and they're like, I need something tight that's going to show off my lab and my nipples, you know? In fact, if I owned a clothing store in 1974, it would be called the Ball and Nipple. I think that would be a neat name for a 70s garb store, you know? The ball, I'm going down to the Ball and Nipple and get some, what is it, nylon, naprene, saprene, daprene, one of those Litex, Witex, one of those synthetic fibers that they made that everybody wore. Lycra, is it Lycra? Is that what I'm thinking? Maybe that was the 80s. I don't know. But, you know, spandexy type material that, you know, whatever. I was on an Alaskan cruise 4 summers ago, I believe. And right when you walked out of like the like buffet lunch area, you went into the pool deck, and right when you walk into the pool deck, before you get out into the sun under the covering there in the corner, there was a Guy Fieri's, I think it was called Burger Spot or something like that. Guy Fieri's Burger Spot. And there's dude from like Malaysia and a dude from like, you know, Myanmar. Like they're sitting there all week. They're just making burgers and making burgers. And they were good. They were good burgers. You know, don't get me wrong. They were, what do they call those burgers nowadays? Smash burgers. I think that's what it was, but I mean, this was 4 years ago. Now you're hearing everything about smash burgers, but very good. And you walk right across from the burger spot place where they make them and they give them to you. And there's like a little garnish bar, as I recall. And above the garnish bar was a TV, and loud as hell in earshot of Myanmar and Malaysia all day long. This is what you hear. Hey, I'm Guy Fieri, and welcome to my big burger spot. You're going to love the char grill greatness that comes out of these burgers, because when you're on the open seas, you need some cheese. And this is the greatest burger that you can ever have on a cruise ship, because Guy Fieri's got you covered with the greatest char grilled smashed burger. Get yours now and let's get it on. Woo, or whatever, you know, whatever his little saying. And then it waits like 5 seconds. It's like, hey, welcome to Guy Fieri's Big Burger Spot. And it repeats it. And it's like a dude riding around in a damn ice cream truck listening to that music all day long. At least in between neighborhoods, he can cut that crap off. But these poor dudes, I mean, I don't care if they worked a 4-hour shift, but they're probably like 8 or 9. As they were there all day long, they just listen to this on and on. And it's not like they can put in some earplugs because, you know, they've got to be able to listen to the orders, you know, of what to do with the burger. But it annoyed me every time I walked by it, you know, just listening to part of it. I just could not imagine having an entire shift that revolved around Guy Fieri yelling at me for whatever. Although I will say he does have a pretty sweet car collection. As I recall, too, I think it was on some car show or something like that where they went in and he had like Murcielago and like a Hummer. Everything was yellow, if I remember. I could be wrong, but nevertheless, pretty cool. He had that 67, 70, 68, something like that Camaro that I think he uses in the show. Maybe that one's a red one. I don't know. But it seems like everything was 11. Yellow. I don't know where 11 came from.